when we were in the hotel circuit, we had gotten top hotel band for like a number of years. Club circuit was the same thing. We got top club band for quite a few years. Crop over. I mean, I won Road March twice.
Which songs?
Ragamuffin was the first. In the Meantime was the second. That was the same year that I won Party Monarch. I was the first woman to win Party Monarch. First woman to win Road March too. And then the band itself, we received awards through the Reggae Soca Music Awards and various other awards, and then we've been honored, you know, by various people and organizations, and I individually have been honored by various organizations and so on. I was recently honored in Antigua for my contribution to soca and to the culture and so on, which was that was a great honor. It was very emotional. It was very emotional because we grew up together.
How many years?
Oh, a lot, 15 plus years. Wow. We were together from teenagers and grew up together.
Right.
So it was more of a family, you know. It wasn't just a band. We used to hang out together, shop together, laugh together, cry together, cuss one another, make back up. You know, it was like it was, you know, more of a family. And so it was emotional, you know, but the guys understood. And we did a farewell show as well in Barbados, and that was very emotional, and we were in tears, and
I'm sure it was emotional for the people.
It was emotional for us, and it was emotional for the Square One fans and so on, because it was the end of an era. And it was the end of an era, but it was the beginning of something new and fresh for me, something that I had never done before. And it was scary for me too, but it was exciting because I was going on now in a way that I hadn't before. I didn't have that support, that comfort zone to be in the Square One. I was stepping out on my own, and I was making my decisions, and you know, and developing my show, and figuring out, putting together a band, and you know, all these things. And but it's been worth it. It was a good decision for me to make. When it was real scary for me, you know, I didn't think that, I thought, wow, how am I gonna do this? Because I've been working with a particular set of writers within Square One. And I was a little concerned, you know, I wasn't sure. But people around me were like, you know, Alison, there are tons of people there that are just waiting to work with you. Songwriters and producers and arrangers and all kinds of people. You know, I just had to have the faith in myself that I was going to be able to go out there, and that, you know, God was going to be able to place people that I was going to be able to work with well, and that, you know, we were going to be able to produce really good music and continue to produce good music like what I had produced with Square One. And, you know, that, it happened. You know, it came into being. I got to work with Dale Rudder, Mr. Dale, who was this year's Road March King with Soca Junkie.
Soca Junkie.
He actually wrote Love Affair, and he wrote Just Because. And Love Affair I had released the same year that I released Roll It Down. He is an awesome songwriter. Very, very good songwriter. He's written quite a few tracks on this album as well. I got to work with Shell Shock from Trinidad, who is a really good producer, musical producer. Chris Allman, who I've been working with for years, Slam City Studios in Barbados. Awesome producer again. And Van, my manager, is actually a musician. He used to tour with Harry Belafonte. He also has a lot of experience and a lot of songwriting ability as well. So he has also had input in the album as well in terms of
which songs?
MySpace, Soca Nation, you know, there are a couple. And then Island Girl, which is the ballad. He was the one that came up with the idea for that song. He comes up with like a lot of good ideas for songs, and then we just kind of, you know, see if we can find somebody that can bring out that idea.
Queen of Soca. What does that mean to you?
what it means to me is, I think what it means to the fans more so. The name was given to me by my fans. It wasn't something that I consciously said, well, I want to be the Queen of Soca, or I want to give myself that particular sobriquet, or, you know, that we were going to create something. It was something that developed over the years, with the consistency of the band, the consistency of the music that Square One was producing, and my songs that I was producing. And you know, the media began to refer to me as the Queen of Soca.
Right.
My fans began to refer to me as the Queen of Soca. And I guess I never saw myself as that. I just saw myself as just going up there and giving my best. That's how I look at it as an artist. That whenever I go on stage, is to give of my best and to give of my all. And to be given that name, I accept it, and I do my best to, you know, be able to live up to it as good as I can. And we thought that it would be the most appropriate name, seeing it as my first solo CD, and seeing as we're looking to get into the mainstream market, we want to make it known that soca music is a music to be reckoned with, and a music that needs to be heard by more than just West Indian people, by the world. The feedback has been good. That's the truth. The feedback has been good. I mean, if there's been naysayers, you know, it's just, that means nothing. You know, through my MySpace page, people are constantly, you know, it's like, yeah, we love the pictures. You know, you are the queen. That's how we see you. You know, it's just reinforcement of the whole thing. And I know that we made the right decision in naming the album Soca Queen, to really, because it has to make an impact, because I'm coming from a genre that is not well known outside of the West Indian the West Indian region and the various West Indian communities worldwide. So it has to make a statement. We have to make a statement. It's not, well, you know, I'm Alison Hinds, I'm a soca artist, and, you know, listen to my music. You know, there has to be a reason why. Why is it that we need to listen to this album? Why is it the world needs to listen to this album? Because this is the Soca Queen. This is the Queen of Soca. This is the best, you know, representation, that kind of thing. I understand that it's not just going to take me alone. You know, I can't carry the world of soca on my back, but but I can make, you know, I can try to make inroads, you know, to at least try to get a foot in the door, you know, and crack open the door for other artists to be able to come through. Rose is she's my inspiration. When I see Rose perform, it's that you can't believe that she has any age. You know, she goes on stage and she totally comes alive. And the audience is right there with her. You could feel the love from the audience, you know, the appreciation. You can feel, you know, the whole, everything. When she hits the stage, people just, they love her. They love Tanti Rose, you know. And I have met her so many times and been on shows with her and been backstage, and she is the most fun. She is just, I think that's what keeps her as agile and as active and as lively as she is at the age that she is. And if I can be like that in many years to come, and I can, you know, God willing, live to see 60s, 70s, you know, and I can still have that kind of energy, I would, you know, thank God. I thank God every day as it is, but I would be so thankful. And to be able to go on stage and still be able to create that excitement.
Get ready to whine! Get ready to whine! Follow my ding ding.